We are gathered here today in the kingdom. It is your host here. My name is Grandmaster Bugsy. And today we have here with us my lovely wife, my Zulu goddess, Pumsy, Lady of Power. Okay.
Thank you, babe.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're here today to talk about a couple of things.
This video is going to be about how we do things. This is going to be our first video talking about us and what we do and how we do things and why we do those things. We're doing that to help other married couples or couples to do things differently and just, just apply what we are doing.
Yeah.
As they building their kingdom.
Yeah. Overall, just basically sharing notes and receiving notes from other people and their experiences and their long, everlasting love journey, or I should say marriage journey. Everybody be like, love is good, but love is not going to get you through everything.
Yeah, and most people complain about love, but it's the things that we do when we are in love that doesn't make us happy, and it ends the relationships. First one is going to be why we do love talk. So there's a thing that we do that's called love talk. I know that we haven't shared that with you guys, but we have a love talk every Sunday. We
talk about developing skills within the relationships. A lot of those consist of a list of things. I'll give you a real quick rundown really fast. Some of those things consist of goals that we have for funding our dreams, the kingdom business mindset, so certain quotes and aspects of training our relationship and our mindset within our relationship and what we are seeking to build and are building. We have Kingdom Weekly Goals that tells us what we are aiming for, what's the vision for the week, and we just basically stay on that. We have what's our schedule like for the week. We get those things down separately, together, and personally. And then we have other topics such as communication, ways to improve our relationship, do's and don'ts, activities, and then intimacy, and last but not least, things that we appreciate about each other and about ourselves.
That's basically our love talk. Right now we are going to be talking about like why we do love talk, right? Firstly, the reason why we do love talk is because it makes the communication better, because you already know what your partner is doing and you already know what your partner's schedule and things they don't like and they like it kind of keeps the relationship going.
So communication is one of the highly skilled goals to have in any form of relationships, business, friendships, associates, employees, and children, and also spouses. So we structurize certain ways that we can communicate with each other, and then also have that sit down moment where we can bring up topics and also express certain things that we are seeking from one another, and also what we are wanting to do to fill our own cups so we can bring to the relationship more abundance and more energy and high level conversations.
Yeah. Next one is respect and understanding. So how does that fall into the love talk? It falls into the love talk because of the communication. Communication brings in respect and understanding, right? Because you communicate about a lot of stuff. Like if you're not feeling good, because most of the time we like to keep things to ourselves and we don't want to communicate with people, and we pretend as if that person knows what you're going through, and they don't. Sometimes they think they do. Maybe it's not exactly the same thing, right? So the communication is very important, and it leads to respect and understanding, so you guys can understand each other. And make sure, or one thing that we do is to make sure we do not go to bed with not articulating the problem or solving the problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we, if there is an issue, we muster up the energy to discuss what that is. There are certain ways to go about it, because you have some people that can do that, and then it becomes a situation where the individual that's not speaking about their problem, it becomes about them. So there are certain techniques and skills to use, such as reiterating one's concern, or aka a problem, such as what I'm hearing you say is. Other things, as though like you're putting yourself in the other person's shoes, so you're not quick to respond, you're listening, and you're. One of the things that we realized recently with playing with vocabulary is not saying understand. Understanding, it's like you can never really understand, but you can overstand on a situation if you can't relate to the person, or you can understand if you have a similar experience. So you had a similar experience that was like some of the descriptions that the other person is articulating in their conversation. So you can understand in those conversations because you've had that. And you can overstand on it because you may not understand. So you're evoking the feelings to be able to listen and have some form of empathy. And here's an example. Someone lost a loved one, and they end up transitioning. And if you have never experienced that, you can only overstand it, right? Because you're wanting to evoke the empathy and feel for that person, but you haven't had that experience, so you don't really know. It becomes full of form. That was an example there. Respect, letting each other finish their sentences, give full undivided attention and awareness to what's happening. Sometimes that is very hard, but what is hard makes you stronger, because things don't get easier, you get stronger through repetition and consistency and persistence.
That's it.
So our next topic is going to be boundaries. This is a practice, I would say, when it comes to people knowing themselves already, having the intimacy with themselves already to know their boundaries. I think that is a practice that should be implemented within households.
I should say, and I'm not disagreeing with that. However, to me, the boundaries is like knowing what you like and knowing what you don't like, right? And your partner knowing what you like and also knowing what you don't like. In situations like your partner wants to buy you something, right? Or maybe he wants to take you to a certain restaurant, right? And he knows that, okay, she doesn't like that, so that's part of the boundary. So I'm not going to even suggest that, stuff like that. It's knowing each other and understanding each other, and like, this is his time to work, this is his time to go dance, this is his time to go. That's the boundary, because that's the boundary that he set, that at this time, if I say I'm doing this and nothing else. Stuff like that.
Gotcha. All right, so the next one is going to be bedroom needs. I would just say these are things that maybe some people may not have any issues in their relationship about those. Maybe some do. For those who can relate, or like, bedroom needs are. It can be as far as in sexual content to all the way to space, cleanliness. One of the notes we were bringing out earlier, which is don't go to bed with unsolved problems. One of our biggest niches, when we wake up, fold the bed. make the bed. Two, her side and his side. I usually have a lot of things on the side of my bed, right? And my wife.
He's a hoarder.
No, I'm not a hoarder. Anyways, but I usually have a lot of things on the side of my bed that can go a little chaotic at times. So I understand that, and one of the things that I stay present and conscious about is, straightening it up and making it look presentable too, as well. Intimacy wise, how often individuals make love, how to start those intimacy startups, how to activate and get that lust, or I guess it's lust, but yeah, get that the attraction and the emotions up, and invoking those within each other. Bedroom needs. That's all I can think about right now. But those are some of the things that we do in our attempt to create our love talks. We do have financial dates and things like that, but that's on another conversation. So, why we work out together? And it says keep our love strong. Elaborate.
It's to keep our love strong in terms of like having certain, most of the relationship people or some relationship people don't have as much activities, and if those days come where we're like busy, he's busy doing some work, I'm busy doing some work, and we don't get a chance to go out, date nights and stuff like that, or financial, reasons and stuff like that, we do have an activity that we do together, so it keeps us strong because we know we got to do this. There's no excuses.
To chime on that, I feel like there is forms of integrity, forms of togetherness, form of unity, and when y'all both pushing through the grind, I mean, that creates one of the famous quotes by Drake is, "You wasn't with me shooting in the gym," right? And that means a lot because, like, through the trial and effort of getting stronger through the trials and tribulations, that is a very good form of tension to release, right?
Yeah.
And going through that with a partner, such as a wife or a friend, is it creates moments of connection. Yeah. Next will be sharing our goofy moments, right? Working out together is, when there's that one moment where you maybe can't get too low on a certain move, right? Or on a certain position, and or you fall, or those are authentic connecting moments that ties into memory moments.
Yeah, we laugh together.
Yeah, sharing those.
And
things.
also, if you fart at the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. You get in that nice little position. Your bowel moves to get the happy. They be like, "Hey, release."
And then your partner's right next to you, and you're like, "What?"
Where they do that at? All right. 3. Why we talk about intimacy. The first one is getting out of our comfort zones, right? Expanding. That's us.
5 minutes added.
All right, guys. That was our 20 minutes. All right, let's get it. Speeding. Comfort zones. One of the things is when expanding with a partner and expanding with another being, we want to go to certain heights that align with our higher selves, right? We all have potential to be better and do better and want more, right? So stepping out of our comfort zones will allow us to experience things that we would have not experienced if we did not expand and step out of a a soothing, comfortable position of non-change.
Yeah.
Understanding what your partner wants, asking questions.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of it too is research, right? Just as far as in intimacy and just as far as in understanding what your partner wants, that's not only asking your partner, but sometimes partners may not know what they want. That's again what I was talking about earlier about knowing thyself, right? They may not know what they want, right? And if you are the type to want to discover and bring out those things within them and inspire them to be better, that comes with the research, that comes with the books you read, that comes with the things you watch, that comes with experiencing other conversations, podcasts, and just getting a wide range of information to be able to articulate and also bring in new experiences into the relationship. To ask us questions, babe, are you liking this? Like, what you think about this? Is this something that tingles the back of your neck, right? Sends chills down your spine. So yeah, in conclusion, that's what I get from it, and that's why I think it's important to understand that and to overstand.
With him saying that, it reminds me that I used to ask myself, why does this guy always want to have sex all the time? And like, he's just like, when we started dating, and with me, like having the conversations, now I understand that. No, he just has a drive. Like, it's just a drive, and I'm the opposite. So it's like, it was just like a wow to me. It was so like, just like, what is going on? Like, why all the time? Like, every day? Like, what?
Yeah. Some people like, what? Every day? Yes. Yes. And then some people are like, yes, I know.
I'm like, am I not satisfying you or what? Like,
but it's so good. I just want more. Especially when we were having that conversation too. Like, when married, you are not only getting into a cult, right? You're making a covenant. It's a covenant in a way. So the covenant is like, I am now sacrificing and giving my all to you. So all the drive and all of the energy is now directed towards you. For number 4, why we do financial dates. Well, it's a good one, really good one.
Yeah.
All right, so dreams, goals, and money journey.
Yes. So with the financial date, it helps us with the being ahead of what's about to come, and also knowing and always being aware, because we share our monies together. So like, his money and my money is the same money, right? So we have to know, like, this is what needs to be paid for, this is what needs to be taken care of. Okay, we're behind here, we need to catch up. How can we do that? We talk about all those things. What's the goal? How much we want to save, and
how much we want to invest.
How much we want to invest. How much can we invest this month? Like, stuff like that. We have those conversations, and it's just those. What do we need, like, in the house right now? The food wise and stuff like that. So we're gonna put this money aside for that, or we're gonna use a credit card. However, we still have to put that money aside so that we can be able to.
Alexa, 5 more minutes.
So we can be able to pay back the credit card, right? Yeah, that's it. It's and also talking about our dreams. Like, what do you want to do? I know he wants to travel a lot, which makes me want to travel now, right? So with that, we have to save up somehow. How we're gonna reach the goal? How much we want to save for that? How much we want to save for this? Our what is this? Our anniversary is coming! Yay!
Yay!
I'm excited.
You are?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I would say having those conversations with money is a very touchy subjects, depending on the people. It's very important to have. It's very important to
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
there.
because he's a spender.
Yeah.
He just likes to buy things and and I think it should be the other way around, but no. In most relationships, it's the other way. The ladies like to like spend, spend, spend.
Yeah, my spending is very articulated though. I do things that are surrounded about growth. It's very rare that I actually go buy like, chains and shoes and more clothes and stuff. I like that stuff, but for the most part, that's where I hang at. In moving in that aspect though, being able to understand where your money is going is a very high awareness and being present. Understanding where your money is going, because your money is not just your money. Your money, in our belief and our understanding, is God's money, right? And wherever you make the money goes, you'll understand later as it either multiplies or doesn't multiply, right?
Yeah.
And
And also making sure that your management is on is on track, because if you mismanage, you go back down.
Yeah.
And we've experienced that.
Yeah.
So
managing is very
just make
important.
sure that
So we got the dreams, the goals, and the money journey. Heart to heart chats is the next.
heart to heart chats is like the uncomfortability of talking about money, uncomfortability of telling your partner no if they want to buy this, the uncomfortability of just saying no to your partner, no, because you know that this is what we are working on right now, and no matter how hard they want that, stuff like that. It's just that the hurt that you that you put your partner through, because they like, I want to get this, so all money's together. If you're not getting that, I want to go get food. No, we're gonna cook in the house. And stuff like that. It's just that being like, you have to lead if your partner is falling off, and if you are falling off, you have to. Your partner's gonna lead you.
Yeah.
So it's that heart to heart conversation.
It's not necessarily no. It's also just being able to bring to your partner a clear understanding of do you think this is a good decision that we're about to make, and what could we do in this aspect? We do have other things that we can circulate the funds on.
It's not always peaches and cream.
No, it's not always peaches and cream, but this is the aspect that we seek for, though. Because most people wouldn't be able to relate to it, and some people wouldn't even want to step into that realm to experience, and let alone put the practice in petition. So there's ways to articulate, being able to converse with your partner and articulate in a certain way that this may be something that you want. Is this something that we can work? How can we afford it, right? Is the question. How can we afford it? What's the next best thing we would do outside of circulating now, and we can do something else? Just kind of giving ultimatatives, sort of like you would do with a child too. You don't want to just tell your child no all the time. You want to give them ultimatums. Give them variety, so people don't get into the lackful thought vibration of not having. So the next one is going to be the 50-50 situations are not acceptable. Run it.
The 50-50 was a shock to me when I came to America and had to see that there are people who are married and still doing 50-50. Growing up back at home.
Alexa, 5 more minutes.
Growing up back at home, my mom's money was my dad's money. So I know that their money's together and stuff like that, and understanding all that. And getting here and how are you married to this person and still doing 50-50? Still paying 50-50 rent and stuff like that, on bills, on everything you'll do. You'll just it's my shit, it's your shit, but you guys are married. I don't know why is that the thing here. Maybe there's a reason behind that. However, we are here to solve that. So that's why we're doing these videos right now. We're here to change things to people who needs and want change. I think it's best if everything is together, because at the end you guys are married, right? And if this person dies, you take over the debts. You're gonna pay his debts, right? And he's gonna pay your debts. So why are we doing 50-50? Like it's not, it's not leading to control your success. It's like you are building your success to, you know, like my husband is a spender, so like what if he just gets into debts, or he's like, you know, while I'm building my future here, like saving up money and stuff, all that money is gone once he dies, you know. So yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. Yeah, I don't believe in the 50-50 situation. Maybe like in the beginning, when you're like dating and stuff like that, and you're like going through different partners. I do believe in that time period, I was like, you know, more of like, yeah, 50-50. I'm not about to be paying for nobody full fucking, you know? I don't even know you like that. You wouldn't even do it for me.
I don't even
right?
know you like that.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, but once you...
But you were not married, though.
Yeah, right. Once you establish, like, connection and authenticness and purpose within the individual that you're talking to, and you understand that they're there for your growth, you know, the mindset can't carry, because now you're entering a new phase in life, a new phase, a new chapter, a new season. So like those things can't carry. I do believe in the ideal of having an account. Every married couple should have a joint account, and every married couple should have separate accounts. As you guys manage very well, and you understand how the money is supposed to play for us, and how it's supposed to work, and how it's supposed to get pregnated with other monies, then you are able to be and take a certain percentage and have and be able to circulate those percentages amongst both.
Yeah.
Right, and be able to do those things, and you have the kingdom finances that are there for the trust funds, the for instance, reoccurring payments, right? Your auto payments and things like that, things that need that, and then you have the kingdom savings. Well, and we've been talking about that savings aspect. Our savings and our ideal of savings is not typically just putting money in the bank. Is basically it being pregnated with other money, so other investments that the money is adding value, and we can live off on the
30.
Yes, we can live off, and also to the interest. Oh, not the interest. We live off the what is that called? The have an asset, right? So say for instance we have a stock, and then as the stock gets higher, you can take a certain amount from.
I think that's interest.
Interest. Yeah, they got another name for it though. I gotta get that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut this one out.
Well, maybe not.
But yeah,
I wanted to say something about what you were saying, Dan. Oh, with the savings part, like when he says a saving, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have your emergency saving. You didn't want to call it emergency. What did you want to call it?
We wrote it down.
I don't remember, but I'll probably write it down on a screen. The emergency fund is, you have to have the emergency fund account, which is like $2,000, just in case something happens, right? You don't want to go dibble and dabble on your interest and stuff like that. So it's important to have a checkings account where you get paid at, and then a savings account where you're gonna save the $2,000 or more dollars to, like, maybe your car breaks down, maybe you want to just like do something, you know, out of the blue, and also maybe it's your husband's birthday, you know, and you want to spend some cash. You didn't save anything, you didn't have time to like put aside something. Oh my God,
Alexa, stop the alarm.
You know, it's those type of emergencies. Maybe you are out traveling and stuff like that, and then you guys are like, you see something that you want to buy it, you can take off the savings and you can replace the savings whenever you get paid or whenever your business pays you. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, on that note, we have also talked about everything, and all right, let's do 8.